Hi, I'm Chad with Move For Guitar. This lesson is from our series Guitar Chords for Beginners. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play an open Asus2 chord. First off, if you'd like to get the diagram for this chord, the chord chart, you can click the link on the screen and it'll take you to an eGuide that you can download for free. And this eGuide includes this chord as well as a whole bunch of other beginner chords that are really useful to learn. It has really common beginner chords as well as less common ones. And not only do I show you how to play the chords, give you diagrams for those, but I show you how to put the chords together into chord progressions. So it includes a whole bunch of chord progressions that I have taken from the chords in the eGuide and put them together in sequences so you can see how they go together in a musical situation, and it'll also give you ideas of how to put these chords together into your own chord progressions. So if you'd like to get that eGuide for free, just click the link on the screen and you can download that. Here's an open Asus2 chord. And this is a really nice sounding open chord that's really easy to play. It's not necessarily used as much as some other chords, but it's really useful. It has a really nice sound and there's lots of situations you can use it in. So the fingering, you have two options for fingering this chord. The first one is to put your second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and put your third finger right under that onto the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So both your 4th and your 3rd fingers will be in the 2nd fret. And then the next option is to switch out your 2nd and 3rd fingers with your 1st and 2nd fingers. So it'll be the exact same thing, just with your 1st and 2nd fingers. So that would be your 1st finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And with this chord, you're going to start your strum on the 5th string. Or you can strum through the whole thing if you're able to block out the 6th string. Because if you leave the 6th string in this chord, it just gets really muddy, so it's best to block it out. So if you can reach your thumb up, you can lightly touch the 6th string, and that'll keep it from ringing out. If your hands aren't big enough, then you're not going to have any choice but to keep your thumb down and just start your strum on the 5th string. And it's okay if you hit it a little bit, just try not to hit it too much or it will become pretty muddy. But if you can reach your thumb up and just lightly touch that string, don't push down on the string at all, just lightly touch it to keep that string from ringing out. And it's really important with this chord to be on the tips of your fingers, to have a nice arch here in your joint right here, not to be bent back like this, just to be on the tips of your fingers, and that way you're avoiding blocking any of the other strings. And with notes that you fret on the guitar, you want to be as close to the front fret wire as possible with any fret that you're in. So right here I'm in the 2nd fret with both my fingers. I want to be as close as possible to this front fret wire without being on top of it, because that takes a lot less pressure to get that note to ring out clearly. If I'm way back in the fret, that note's going to be, I'm going to have to put a lot more pressure to get that note to ring out clearly. And that's possible with your 3rd finger if you're holding it like this, but your 2nd finger wouldn't be that close because your 3rd finger's in the way. You're not going to stack them or anything to get them close, get your 2nd finger close. It's just going to, your 2nd and 3rd finger will be touching like that, or your 1st and 2nd if you're using your 1st and 2nd finger. So your 3rd finger, if you're holding it like this, will be up close to the fret wire, and your next finger, your 2nd finger, will just be touching your 3rd finger. Or if it's with these two fingers, it'll be your 1st finger that's back in the fret. So when you think you have it, just strum through all the strings. If you hear anything muted or buzzing, sounding like that, you just need to go through and adjust your fingers over and over again until you can get all the notes to ring out clearly. And like I said, if you'd like to get the chart for this chord as well as a whole bunch of other chords, just click the link on the screen and you can go download that eGuide for free. And like I said, it's a really useful eGuide that'll really help you out as a beginner.